What's going on? Johnny here. Happy New Year. Hopefully your first 7 days are going well. I thought it would be fun to share my New Year's resolutions, but show you how memory techniques are going to help me achieve them. Now, I'm only going to share 4 because if I'm talking about all the goals I have out there, we will be here forever. But the funny thing is, I don't even believe in New Year's resolutions because if something is really important to you, that's something you want to achieve, a goal, a dream, whatever, you start it right now. You don't wait until next year, next month, even the next hour. If you want to lose weight, go to your kitchen right now, toss out all the crap food, okay? Literally, grab the trash can, all the food from your cupboards, from the fridge, toss it in the trash. Now you're doing something that's going to help you achieve your goal. But I digress. So the first goal I have is doing a one-arm pull-up. Oh my god, I've been wanting this for such a long time because to me, it's like the holy grail of fitness because of how much time you put into training that, then the strength you have to lift your whole body with one arm. That is some serious power. So that's something I want to do. But how am I going to achieve that? Well, the first thing is I want to create a one-arm pull-up routine. This is something I do every single time I go to the gym. I do all these exercises. Because if I have that stuff memorized, then I never have the excuse, oh crap, I forgot the piece of paper at home. Right now, I do my different workouts for the day. I just write on a piece of paper. 99% of the time, I don't forget it. But even when I do forget it, I still remember it because I wrote it down. But this routine is something I'm going to be doing every single day. So it's really easily, it's going to be burned into my memory because I do it consistently. But it's better to have it memorized in the beginning because I don't want to forget any piece of it. Now after that, I have to look at the different body parts, okay? The different parts of the muscle to the back that I'm going to be working out. What parts are going to help me achieve the one-arm pull-up? And then find different exercises that work that specific muscle or muscle group. And so when I do that, I'm able to interchange all these different exercises. What happens when you work out is if you do the same exercise, the same workout every single day, you're going to hit a plateau, and so you stop building strength. I want to avoid that because I'm trying to lift my whole body, right? So if I switch out workouts or exercises that work out the exact same part, guess what? Now I'm never going to hit that plateau. So that's something I do need to memorize. So those are 2 things I'm going to do to help me achieve this goal. And you can see how I'm going to apply memory techniques to that. Now the next thing is I want to eat healthy. That's another goal. I already eat healthy right now, but I really want to take it to the next level. So I did these blood tests and I have all these different biomarkers like potassium, glucose, whatever, all those fancy things, right? So what I want to do is I want to memorize all the information to these biomarkers. You know, like what happens if you have too much potassium, B12? What happens if you have too little of that stuff? So, you might feel a specific way because you're lacking or having too much of it. So if I start to feel that way throughout the day or, week, whatever it may be, I'm like, man, why do I always have headaches? Oh, you know what? If I have too much B12, that causes headaches. Oh, and I'm eating a lot of food that has B12. Let me change that. So that's the benefit of knowing these different biomarkers and how they affect you. The next thing is food nutrition. Okay, what am I eating and what nutrients am I getting out of it? So what I want to do is I want to memorize the main nutrient these different foods have. Maybe categorize them by the nutrients, calcium, potassium, magnesium, iron. And so if I'm lacking in one of those, I know which foods I should be eating. Also, kind of like a plateau when you're working out, you hit a plateau if you eat the exact same thing day in and day out. Your body gets used to breaking that down. So when you change it up, your body's like, what's going on? And so your metabolism fires up. So that is something I do want to memorize. All the different nutrients to all these different foods I want to eat. Of course, healthy foods. And then the last thing is food prep. I really want to take that to the next level. Know what food I'm going to be eating. So Sunday, I'm like, oh crap, what am I going to be making for the whole week? I want to plan all that in advance. Now, here's the thing. This doesn't have any memory techniques associated with it because it's a waste of time. Why am I going to create this whole schedule of what I'm going to eat and memorize it? Because it probably will change week to week. And so why memorize it to begin with? Then I also have this whiteboard on my fridge. So I'm going to write everything down on the whiteboard because when do I get my food and where do I get my food? when I'm hungry, so like lunch, breakfast, all those things, and then when I go to the fridge, I look at the whiteboard on the fridge. So why do I need to memorize anything that in regards to that? Because I'm going to the fridge already. So that's why I don't want to use any memory techniques to help me food prep, because it really doesn't make sense. Oh, I have to buy this when I go to the grocery store. Then I'll use memory techniques to remind me, hey, buy X, Y, and Z. But actually memorizing all of the scheduling I'm going to be creating, it's a waste of time. So the next goal I have besides that is learning Japanese. Now this is very obvious how memory techniques are going to play a role, because I'm trying to learn a language. I need to be able to how to remember the vocabulary words I'm learning, how to speak it correctly, form the sentences, all the grammar stuff. So I'm going to focus on speaking Japanese. It's not really important to learn how to spell it for me, for my sake. If I go to Japan, I want to be able to have a conversation. So that really doesn't require any writing. Yes, being able to identify what the buildings are saying, useful to know how to read the symbols, but for me, I care more about the spelling, or more about the speaking. So that's how I'm going to be using memory techniques for Japanese, which is pretty much all memory techniques. Learning that stuff, 100% learning there. With the pull-ups, with the one-arm pull-up, I actually have to go out there and do the physical stuff, right? I can't just like memorize the stuff and all of a sudden get stronger. No, I have to go out there and suffer in the gym. So learning Japanese is going to be very, very simple and less painful compared to these other things, okay? Because it's pretty straightforward on what I have to do, and I won't be in constant pain. And then the last resolution I have, and you might not know this about me, but I am a hopeless romantic, okay? I do all these grand gesture type things, like getting a signed poster for a girl, signed book from the author for a girl, accidental dream dates, on the second date, all these things. I could go on and on and on. That's not important. But I really want to do this because when I find that girl, I want to do all these romantic things for her constantly. And so memory techniques are not going to help me in the way you think they are. Yes, if I plan a date out, I want to memorize all the different parts of it, okay, to make sure I don't skip anything. Duh, it makes sense to use memory techniques there. But for, I don't know how many years I've been using memory techniques, I've developed a better imagination and creativity because of memory techniques. And so that's what I'm really using for this resolution, for this goal. Coming up with new ideas all the time. How can I be romantic? What's going to make her smile? What's going to make her feel special? Never doing the same thing twice, or at least trying not to do the same thing twice. So that's really going to take all my imagination to get to that point where I'm always doing something new for this girl. So it's not really memory techniques themselves I'm using to memorize, these things, but it's more of, all these benefits I gained from learning how to improve my memory, from using these memory techniques. Now I'm going to apply it to coming up with all these new ideas for dates, for gifts, whatever it may be. And so I'm really excited about that because some of the things I've already done, I didn't think they were possible, but I found a way to get them done. And so I'm really excited, to blow, when I find that girl, to blow her out of the water. Man, like, this guy's crazy, but the good crazy, not the bad crazy, the good crazy. He really cares about me. He wants to do all these things for me, make me feel like I'm the only girl. That's the goal, okay? So that's how memory techniques are going to help me there, and it's a little bit different. But those are some of my goals for, I guess, quote unquote, this new year. But that's how I'm going to apply memory techniques to help me achieve them. Some of them pretty straightforward. Learning Japanese, of course, I'm going to be applying memory techniques day in, day out, right? Oh, romantic gestures. Okay, it's not really memory techniques, but what I gained from memory techniques. Okay, so I just wanted to share all this with you to show you that you can apply memory techniques to anything that you're working on and help you achieve your goals. So good luck out there and achieve every single goal you have set for yourself this year.